Hello everybody! Infernape Shinjo here, and welcome back to a new series on my channel. Now hold on, let me just move this just so I can see if my mic is picking up, and it looks like it is, so that is fine. But yeah, I am here with Pokemon Phoenix Rising, and there is a bit of a story with this, so I'm probably just gonna go through it while I am going through all of this stuff. So before, when I was streaming, people were saying you should play Phoenix Rising. It's a new game, or I should say was a new game when it first came out. Now it's kind of old, but it's still, I guess, kind of new at the same time, if that makes sense. And since I'm not going to be doing fan-made openings for the time being, hold on, let me turn this volume down. But since I'm not going to be doing fan-made openings for a time, I figured this would be a good time to release Phoenix Rising. I was finally able to download the game. Whatever I was doing before wasn't working. I don't know what it was. Maybe I just didn't have enough space to download it. But I will leave the link for this game down in the description so you can play along with me or just play at your own pace. And I know that basically everybody has already played this game, but I know very little about it. I know that each one of the starters have an option to Mega Evolve, and they're like not Alolan forms, but they're basically Alolan forms. So I know that much, but I don't know any of the plot of the story or anything like that. So I'm more or less going into this blind. I have multiple save files. That's a nice touch. And I'm just going to go with new game. As much as I would love to go Nuzlocke, I don't want to go Nuzlocke because I'm not that crazy. I'm not that, well, not crazy. I'm not that risky yet. The game you have to play is a fan-made game. It is created by a group of part-time, volunteer, non-professional game developers and artists. The game is free and always will be. We will accept no money. We just love Pokemon and creating unique experiences. Okay, this is kind of like, oh, okay. This is kind of like what the opening of Sun and Moons is. That's cool. Good morning. I have some last minute documents I need you to complete for Trinita University. I'm still used as a mouthpiece for the school since I completed my studies there all those years ago. And before I forget, the reason that it's just the game screen, I did hear that apparently this game has like its own layout or whatever for YouTube purposes. So if it does, that's great. If not, I'll work on a layout in between episodes to make it easier. I don't know. First, they need you to create an avatar. Oh my gosh, are we going into a virtual game? Just create one that best expresses your personal style. Oh my gosh, I love these artworks. I'm probably going to be saying that a lot. But I am that. That should do fine. Next, I need you to input your name here. Oh, okay. Oh, this is cool. But as it probably already was obvious at the time that you're watching at this point, but I am not used to doing stuff like this because for the longest time I've just done a live stream and more or less it's been more relaxed. So bear with me as I'm going through. I messed up. Bear with me as I go through more or less just going through like a let's play or whatever. So bear with me on that. Shinjo. Yeah, that's my name. I had to check because I forgot the end the first time. Thank you for indulging me. I bet you're looking forward to your adventure. Be sure to stop by my lab before you skip town. I have something you'll want to see. Ciao. Oh, okay. She seems kind of laid back. I like that. I'm assuming she's the professor. I don't know if she actually introduced herself. Presenting. But yeah, before I go into this, I don't want to say I'm kind of reinventing myself. That's more or less what I'm thinking. But like how other YouTubers, I try to stay clear of like comparing myself. But it's more or less like other YouTubers like have their own little intro and outro or whatever. And I was thinking about like doing a little outro, and fortunately I watched Digimon Tamers Like, just finished it, so I think I have an idea for an outro. You'll see that later on. Don't want to spoil it yet. But I absolutely love this game. It looks cool. It kind of reminds me of, like, the outline of what Uranium looks like, except this runs better than Uranium did for me. Oh my gosh, that kid's got a Pichu. And also I saw a Wooper up front. I'm not sure why the Wooper was there, but I'm not too upset about it. Wait. Does this game have Walkymons? I think I did see something about that. I tried to stay clear of spoilers for this game, but I'm pretty sure that this game has Walkymons. Wait, is that a shiny? That's a shiny. Or is that a Nidorino? It could be a Nidorino, I don't know. It looked like the same sprite. It's not a Nidoran male and female because the one's pinkish purple. I don't know. If I'm right on that, that'd be cool if it is. Hawthorne Woods. Actually, the cool thing about this is I actually get to go through the story mostly blind, and I get to have little voices, so that's going to be cool. Have I ever told you why I live in Hawthorne Woods, Shinjo? Most assume, I think, that I longed for a natural setting, to be one with nature. Certainly, the Pokemon here are kind, and the flora is magnificent, yes? I even admit my cooking has greatly improved since I began my hermitage. But I would not live away from society for a pretty view. That would be silly. No, I live here because I find it pure. Out here, I am able to reflect on my life, to think more clearly than I ever have. When I was your age, finding a thinking place was very simple, a quiet place. That's not so true anymore, yes? Now the world is very, very complicated. You know, I kind of like that about this game. Even this game and other anime, they, like, make it relatable to how life is. Like, I just started watching Kill la Kill as a sort of a bouncing point from this. And Kill la Kill, the plot of it is kind of relatable to how life is with humans at this point. I say humans like I'm not one of them. This is good to keep in mind. Find a quiet spot to call your own. Think there. Allow yourself the time to think on your life, your circumstances. For you see, Shinjo, it is when one thinks that one realizes not all is right with the world. Oh, what a windbag I am. Come, let us have our tea before you depart. Is this like our last meeting before I go off on my journey? That's what it seems like, because he's like living in the forest or nature or whatever. There's berries. New quest, a lesson in destiny. Press X to open your menu. You can access your... I get a journal. I love that about Diamond and Pearl, so that's cool how they keep it here. Okay, so X, a new tutorial has been registered. So X is menu. Oh, is this like the level 1? Also, that is not the time. It is not 12 o'clock in the morning. And also, it's 17 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that equals in Fahrenheit. Okay, I did check option before. Tutorials, ID, bag, journal. I thought there was something like it would show the Pokemon on the bottom screen. I don't know. Maybe that's after I get Pokemon? Also, I might have to turn the volume down. That I'm kind of noticing now. Let me actually do that before I forget, because I know that I'll forget. Okay, options. Options. Oops. Audio. That should be fine. Let's bring it down to 60. Because now I should be able to still talk, you be able to hear me and not overshadow from the game. Is that the right? Yeah. Yeah, you can actually hear me and not the game instead. And I'll be testing this over the next couple of episodes. Obviously, I'm going to leave enough time to... Ooh, running shoes. Obviously, I'm going to leave enough time for people to vote on my starter. So, I'm just going to post this early enough that I can do this. And by the time my fan-made openings are done, I will be able to record the next one. Come. I have a lovely tin of biscuits for you to try. Biscuits? Okay. Also, there's a guy down there. Yeah, the game runs a little bit slow, but I'm just going to assume that that's for me. Let me check on the tutorials now that I'm thinking about it. Gotta go fast. That's great. Your running shoes are a great way to get over. Oh, okay, so this is like basic knowledge, basically? I don't know. What's this guy say? You can find some pretty sweet stuff lying in the ground sometimes. Potions, Pokémon, even TMs. Yeah, I know what a TM is. But let's see what... I don't even know if this guy introduced himself. I can't remember if he did. A lesson in destiny. Meet the soothsayer for tea. Oh, okay, his name is just Soothsayer. Shinjo, I'm so glad you decided to come over one last time. It warms an old man's heart, truly. And on such a momentous day. Off to Trinity University, and you're receiving your first Pokémon, yes? I'll turn on the kettle, Shinjo. Are you nervous about the events to come? You're in capable hands. I'm sure that the good doctor will give you the best of the lot. You mean the best starter? You know, Professor Lotus met with me before her own journey to your school. So I guess she was Professor Lotus. Trinity University surely snaps up the best talent of the Hawthorne region. The both of you, the prides of our little nocturne town. Although it's a different situation, what with your father and all. Oh no, don't tell me. Don't tell me he's not with us right now. Unless there's a plot twist where he's the father. Where is it? I don't think he's my father. I don't know why he would keep it a secret. Oh, wait, did he not? Oh, is he thinking that? He must have been thinking that. Hold on. How's this? Okay, the screen just looks a bit wide. It looks kind of weird on my end. I don't know. I'm sure you're excited to see him after so many years apart. And your mother is doing well. Sad to see you go. Hello? Is the tea ready yet? How perplexing. I didn't even know I liked tea, but I guess I do. She's always been hardy, your mother, never fazed by a thing. But to have her only child about to depart from her home must be trying. Why, when my own children took their leave from me, You what? I've some bad news, Shinjo, I think. Perhaps there is a possibility I am out of tea. Wow. That is a travesty. He's so sad. Oh, I'm embarrassed. I'm going dotty. Didn't even check my own stores. You know what? I imagine your mother has tea. Your father was a tea fanatic. Okay. Although I feel terrible asking this, could you run home and check with her? Without fail, a good cup of tea will calm your anxieties before this journey. You'll run over there, yes? You will? Wonderful. I'll be here waiting for your return. Oh, I get to visit the lab now? That's cool. But what should I do first? Should I gather the tea first? Or should I... I'm getting the tea first. That was my main objective. Oh, hello. Is that the way I'm supposed to go? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you mad. My honest mistake. Okay. I hope this is the way I'm supposed to go, because if it isn't, then I just made people up. I just made some Nidoran unhappy. Okay, so there's the lab. Where's my house? This is probably this is my house. It's the only other place I'm seeing in town. If that's my mother, I don't know what to feel about this. I used to live here. I used to live in Sal Tempo City, where I couldn't take the urban life, so I came here. There are a lot of old people here. It's really... Oh, okay, so this isn't my house. My mistake. I guess they would probably have a mailbox on the outside. Welcome to Nocturne. Okay. That's probably not my house. Is that my house? That looks like it could be my house. Who in the heck is Eve? Oh, is Eve like the female? What's this? Professor... What? But I thought the lab was back here. I could have sworn I saw a sign that said the lab was back here. What was that back here that I saw then? Oh, the house. Well, I'm checking in the house since I came all the way back here. This might not be where I'm supposed to go, but I'm going anyway. Okay. Who are you? Hey there. Are you looking for... I mean... Why don't you ask Tim? I was just at... Wait, is Tim not the soothsayer? He said Tim and then mentioned the soothsayer. Are they two separate people? Where in the heck is my house, actually? To be fair, I didn't expect the first episode to go this long, but it's fine. Okay, so it's not this way. I kept going straight there. I didn't... What did I do? Hold up. Let me save. Oh, they have difficulty settings? Also, I have 8,000 bucks. Maybe it's just that I can't run there. I don't know. Or I could have accidentally pressed the wrong key. That's a possibility. So that's Eve's house. Eve's house isn't my house, is it? And that's blocked. And that's a route. Maybe this is my house? But why wouldn't I have a note or a sign saying this is my house? Are they trying to make me just go in everybody's house? Where in the... Yeah, okay. Okay. Is there a house I missed? I think there was a house up here. Well, I mean, there's a lab. Wasn't there something here? Oh, that's the place I was already at. You know what? I'm checking Eve's house. I've checked everybody else's house. But yeah, one thing that I'm going to have to remember is it said at the start, remember to save often, so I'll have to remember to do that. Oh, Shinjo, you... Eve was my mother the whole time, I think. Normally the soothsayer can talk me into the ground, the sweet old man. He doesn't have tea? He didn't check before you brought it over for tea? Oh yeah, when you do mention it like that, it is kind of weird. Well, regardless, he needs tea bags. But I'm not sure if we have any ourselves. Oh my gosh, everybody in this town, they're unreliable. I swear, if you don't have tea bags, he really needs to be more responsible, living all alone out there. We both know it's not the first time that something has happened like this. Perhaps he could grow his own... That actually sounds pretty interesting. Not that I don't sympathize with this choice, it's beautiful in those woods. Oh, did you find? Well, look at that. Oh, thank goodness. Should be fine for your purposes. You know, I had this crazy thought that your father took all his tea with him. Why not? Maybe not so crazy. If you remember, he did cart away that broken radio. What? You think he still has it? Neither of us have ever seen his place. Neither of us have ever seen his place there. Oh my gosh. I'm an errand boy again. I'm sure you'll see the evidence of his tea addiction at the bachelor. Wait. You have to tell me if he does. He was always terrible about that. Here, let me put these in your bag. You'll lose them. So there you are, and the key on his pouch open, and you see it there. Now, don't spend too much time on this tea business. You can't be late. Professor Lois is always busy. She's doing you and your father. If you dally, you'll end up with one of my hand-me-down Pokemon. Hand-me-down Pokemon is your first. In fact, yeah, that's true. I did that. So, I mean, I want to be considerate, so let me stop by the lab. Which way is the lab? But because she mentioned, that guy in the woods, the soothsayer, is that my dad? That's kind of weird. I don't know. I hope the story opens itself up. Why are you sleeping? So, pretty safe to say that she's very laid back. So, let me try and get a voice that matches that. Shinjo! Hey. Oh, that's not the right button. My mistake. Actually, sleeping in a chair like that, I would imagine it'd be uncomfortable. Maybe not. I don't know. You're here early. Professor Lotus said you would be here way later than this. Oh. You're not even Professor Lotus. You remember me, right? I'm Tim. We've met, like, twice? Yeah, I remember you, alright. No, it's no big deal. Welcome. You're here for your first Pokemon, right? That's so exciting. We've been getting them ready forever. Should we wait for Professor Lotus? She said she wanted to be here for this, but I haven't heard from her since. Some kind of errand took her out to Tranquillo Town earlier today. Field work has never been my scene, so Lotus left me here to babysit. It's so funny that Lotus does this stuff all the time. She's a hero, sort of. Just give me the Pokemon. But we actually know her. We actually know her in person, you know? We get to see the real her. Yeah. I'm stalling. Really, I just don't know when she's getting back. You're not that early. Maybe she's the late one. As if. Oh, can I move? I bet you're dying to see them, huh? The Pokemon? They're super cute. Can I move? I guess I can't. Well, maybe I can let you look at them. Can I? Before she gets here, a sneak peek. Ooh, I'm getting the inside info now. I got an inside scoop. That'll be okay, right? I'm not usurping protocol. Can I at least save first? Yeah, it'll be fine. Come on, let's go take a look. Can I save? I guess I can't save. Can I? I mean, I guess I'm looking, so I should be able to save. So, this is Petalil, the ball Pokemon. Cute, right? Real pretty. Grass type. They are female-only species, and they love soil that's rich in nutrients. If you eat their leaves, you'll get a little energy boost. Of course, I've never tried one. Yeah. Okay, moving on. This guy doesn't seem to care at all. Of course, he was sleeping, so I kind of interrupted his sleep. Sorry about that, by the way. This is Growlithe, the puppy Pokemon. Don't you love that hair? That shaggy mane? They are fire type. Growlithe are domesticated Pokemon, and they really get attached to you. Apparently they can smell your emotions. Weird, right? Super noses. Okay, last one. You excited? And we got a Staryu. That's cool how they have their own little containment chamber thing. This is Staryu, my personal favorite. Aren't they cool? I love water types. They're the star-shaped Pokemon because they're superstars. Oh, that was a cough. I'm sorry. Let me get some water. This guy loves his puns. I'm sorry. Is that a pun? Plus, they're able to physically regrow their limbs, which is, like, insane. Yeah, it actually kind of is. I never even knew about that from Staryu. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. Now you really want one, huh? Kind of. What are you doing? You're thinking, aren't you? You know you want to. Look, why don't you just go ahead and pick one? Yes! The professor was going to give you one eventually, right? I can tell her later. And I know how exciting it is to own your first Pokemon. I'll be waiting at the front of the lab, so let me know when you've decided. Good luck, no pressure. Are you going to go to the front of the lab? Okay, he's going. Alright, so while he's slowly going over back to the front of the lab, this is where you guys come in to choose my starter. And the options... Oh, that's cool. Soft resetting. Sometimes you might want to reset and reload. Remember to save first or you lose progress. So they're encouraging shinies. That's cool. They're encouraging you trying to get shinies. I'm probably not going to try and do that because I don't have that much time. But the options are Petalil, Growlithe, and Staryu. I tried not to let any emotions of mine persuade which option I would like. Honestly, I'd be fine with any of the three. But it is ultimately your decision between Petalil, Growlithe, and Staryu. And I thought this said... Oh. Yeah, I saw that on the bottom saying about no soul. So I wanted to at least see what was up with that. But that is going to be the end of the very first episode. Again, choosing between Petalil, Growlithe, and Staryu. And I know that all three of them have Mega Evolutions. I remember what they look like. I don't want to, like, throw any bias in there as far as, like, which one I prefer. Again, I'd be fine with any of the three. Let me say this again because I'm blabbing on forever and ever and ever. And one other thing that I didn't mention earlier... If you guys have any suggestions on discussions that I can talk about during this Let's Play, feel free to leave them down in the comment section. Basically stuff that I wouldn't talk about on Let's Talk Anime, because I could easily say, oh, I'm watching this anime, here are my thoughts on it. But I could easily do that on Let's Talk Anime. So if there basically anything that you want to know about me, then you can leave them down in the comment section. Obviously, there are some things that I'm going to keep secret, just for my own personal reasons. Whatever, depends on what it is, obviously. But that is going to be the end of episode 1. I did not expect it to run this long, but it's okay, because this is a Choose My Starter episode, and it's all more or less build up. But that is going to be the end of this episode, and I'm going to try out my new intro, so let me know what you think. So this is Infernape Shinjo, and that is the end of this episode. I can't really do the end. I can't really do outros. So let me just end it by saying, Momentai. 365日分の学びをカバンに詰め込んでいつもみたい